If you've ever raced online on the F1 games, it'll be no secret to you that there can be some pretty bad crashes on lap 1 of the race. Everyone gets all bunched up and nobody cares about each other and there's just a huge crash. Well, today I'm going to be micro-analysing some of those starts with the use of the new save replay feature, so I can rewind and I can have a good look at exactly what happened. Before we get into it, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do all kinds of content just like this, so do subscribe. Let's get into it. Here we go then. Our first start is going to be at Monza, as Alonso in the Alpine, of course. So online here, 5 lights and we're away. Starting back in 15th, I consistently started far back in his races just to try and hopefully have some interesting results. Looks like Daniel was having a few connection issues there. He just pings back towards us. Managed to avoid him quite nicely. Trying to go on the outside side here, but also keeping it cautious. For now, I've got ghosting on. I thought give us everyone a bit of a chance, and there's still a crash. But luckily, it was only a small one because we've been kind and we've switched ghosting on. But let's have a look then at what happened in that one. So here we go then. Let's have a look what happened here. Unfortunately, we can only spectate our own car for some reason. We can't actually jump between the others, even though we've got the full replay save. So going through turn 1 here, quite clean. Looks like the Aston Martin ahead. He's just going a bit hot there. I don't know. Maybe probably shouldn't have stuck his wing there. Decided to stick it anyway. The Ferrari gives him no room. Inevitable contact. Big spin. As I said, they're all a bit lucky. You can see the Red Bull ahead is also ghosted. They're all a bit lucky that ghosting is on for this one, but don't worry, we will switch that off a little bit later. Ferrari spins round. Quite a simple one, really, but look how many cars go through. In fact, let's count how many cars end up going through this Ferrari. So the Aston Martin goes through. That's 1. The AlphaTauri, that's 2. Red Bull probably would have missed him anyway. That's 3 for the Haas, us 4. Who's alongside us? There's an Alfa Romeo alongside us. There's an Alpine behind us through him. That's, I don't know what I've lost count. 5 or 6 cars just went through him, so he's very lucky that he's got ghosting on. So let's fast forward down a little bit, see what the next incident's going to be. Just a few seconds later then, coming into turn 3 now, there's a ghosted car. It's AI controlled there, just about getting it slowed down, but there's a bit of contact ahead. I back right off, and actually, seemingly fairly clean, but clearly there was some contact there. Again, saved by the ghosting. Let's see what happened. Here we go. Let's have a look ahead then. So just coming to this corner, everybody just bunches up a little bit. By the looks of it, is the Aston Martin. Is that the same Aston Martin? And Aston Martin's just hit the Mercedes ahead. He went a little bit deep himself, spinning him round once again. Although actually a bit of contact there before he ghosts. And everybody's, the Haas there on the right hand side just decides to nope it straight across. Probably the wise decision. And then the Mercedes finally ghosts. And actually the AlphaTauri on the right has a spin all on his own. He actually managed to save it quite nicely. We actually ghost there briefly as well for some reason. And actually wasn't as clean as I expected. But I want to know, was that the same Aston Martin that caused the issue back here? Let's have a look. So where is he? Here he is. Hitting the Ferrari, spinning him round. Aston Martin there ahead. I think it is. It is. It's the exact same Aston Martin. Driver of the Aston Martin. Chill out on lap 1, dude. Jesus. Moving on now to the start of lap 3. That's right, I'm not going to strictly stick to starts, but we can see there some bit of fishtailing going on ahead. This is always going to end in disaster, isn't it? Turn 1 at Monza is always a good one. It's a remarkably clean at the start, really, but we just managed to get the inside, and unfortunately, the Haas get spun round there. Was it us? Was it the AlphaTauri that hit him? Let's find out. There we go, and let's have a look. So we managed to get the cut back quite nicely there. They were sort of dueling each other, and I'm kind of trying to make the most of it, but also I'm kind of expecting to have a crash, so I'm just trying to stay out a little bit. We managed to mount the curve really nicely there. AlphaTauri on the inside. Yeah, it was him, wasn't it? We've not even touched him. Look, we were nowhere near. Kind of, but it was not us. That was not us. That was very clearly the AlphaTauri. I did feel like it could have been us with a bit of lag. Fortunately there, he just gets a bit excited in the AlphaTauri. I think he's a bit worried about getting taken around the outside by me. Bit of contact there. Again, we are slightly saved by the ghosting once again because we do go through eventually. He's right in front of us. In fact, we both go through him. He'd have taken us all out there if it wasn't for the ghosting. So, well, a little bit fortunate there, but anyway. Final clip of this race then, coming towards the end of Monza, this Monza race here, and looks like it's ahead. Oh my word. How many times has he spun? What has happened there? Was that contact or did he just lose it on his own? Let's find out. Well, actually, one part I didn't catch before. They're almost 3 wide coming into Ascari. This is bound to be contact, surely. Again, unfortunately, we can't get much of a closer view in this. We're not allowed to change cars in the replay. By the way, Codemasters, if you're watching, make it so we can change cars in the replay viewer. We managed to nail the curb there nicely. They haven't any contact ahead yet. Oh, that car's a bit wide there. Is that the same Aston Martin from the start? Surely not. I suspect, does he get over the curb? No, it's not even him. It's not even him that has a spin. Is it the other Alpine? I can't even tell what car that is from here. Potentially the other Alpine. Yeah, he just gets a bit wide. Did it all on his own and just ended up with a... Well, again, would there have been... We can use photo mode to have a little look about. Would that have been contact without ghosting? I'll tell you what, it would have been close. This car is going pretty quick. Let's have a look. Yes. In fact, he actually got spun because he didn't ghost yet. That's actually what happened. Look. Bam! He gets hit there. Oh, he's ghosted now, so we can't even see his car. It's annoying. Unghost. There we go. He gets hit about here, which is actually what causes the spin. So he actually didn't ghost. I don't know how this other guy hasn't avoided him, by the way. I mean, surely coming down this straight and someone span across you like that. Why? I mean, look at all this track. Why are you here? You're just asking for trouble. And then, sure enough, he just taps into him. Boom. And then he round and round and round and round and round and round he goes. We managed to get through nice and cleanly, though. Anyway, let's get on to the next race. Here we go then, race start at Spa. We have now switched ghosting off, so we potentially could see more collisions. For some reason, Spa turn 1 always seems to be massive crashes, even though it's one of the shortest runs down to turn 1. Once again, we qualify near the back here to see what sort of carnage we can witness. And, oh, bit of contact there with the Mercedes. Actually, we walk right round the outside. What a lovely start. Oh, no, shock, there is a crash, and that is quite a lot of smoke. Clearly not saved there by ghosting. Let's see what happened there. Here we go then. So let's see what happened here. So it looks like the Mercedes, yeah, potentially the AlphaTauri came over on him a little bit much there. But I will say he always left a car's width. The Mercedes ahead probably could have just been a bit more alert. Yeah, I mean, the contact's there. Look, there's plenty more track to be had. I'm putting that on the Mercedes more, but he gets a little whack there. That pushes him right out on the grass. And then he also whacks into the Red Bull. And but he still manages to get turned in. More contact with the AlphaTauri. And what's going on around the corner? We can barely see it. Let's get rid of the overlays. We can barely see it. So nothing. It's actually quite clean. Normally there's more issues in this at Spa. We managed to go right around the outside. Quite a nice move there. Now what? Actually, oh, okay. It's the Red Bull ahead of us, isn't it? On the outside. That Red Bull just there. Yeah, he's just going to have a massive spin right across the face of that Mercedes that made the mistake. Probably karma. Just about avoids the Aston Martin and then just collects the other Red Bull. Absolutely nothing he could have done, to be fair. Bounce it over the curb, and then because there's no ghosting, he'll just get shunted off slowly but surely into the wall. Lovely. Oh well. Other than that, fairly clean actually for Spa. One lap later then, we go to Eau Rouge. We just about managed to get past that Haas behind, but what's going to happen here? There's almost 4 people very close, and oh, I tell you what. That, I think he lost all on his own, but that was very close. Let's see just how close that was. So at this point, it's pretty scary. You're thinking, oh no, we're doing like 300 kilometers an hour. It's going to be a big crash. But actually, we react fairly well. It actually wasn't that close in the end, look. I mean, it's closer than you'd want to be at that speed coming up just at the top of Eau Rouge. But actually, we're okay. We're okay there. It wasn't that close. Let's look at this again, this angle, look. It seemed closer than it was because of the speed at the time. I think we've taken off track, but that is well worth it. And he just continues on with his spin. I will say that's not his fault. There is some weird bumps through Eau Rouge at the moment in this F1 game, so I've seen a lot of people lose it through there, particularly pad users. Here we go then, coming to the last corner of the last lap of the Spa race, and again, this is going to be carnage. They're already side by side. We're in close company as well. We decided against sending it. We hang back a little bit because we suspect they're going to go deep, so we can get the cut back. They do indeed go deep, and they make a bit of contact there as well, actually. Do we manage to steal the win for the line? We're going to get some DRS and some ERS. We do. Just about manage to steal the win, but or the position, I guess, by half a tenth. Let's just see what just happened there. So it's pretty much as I predicted then. Coming into here, I brake kind of early. I could have sent up the inside there, but I thought, you know what? These guys are side by side. It's the last corner. They're going to have a little collision. Even though damage is off, they're still going to have a little whoops in. Sure enough, there's a bit of contact there, just enough. The Williams actually made it around quite nicely, but the Haas ahead just runs a little bit deep. There's a bit of contact there, probably exaggerated by a little bit of online lag. And then the Williams ends up so tight. And look how much further to the right we are here. And the Williams is now so tight to the corner. There's always going to be contact. We think, lovely jubbly, move done. But actually, we only just get it done. We managed to get the cutback really nicely on the curb. They're running them. Oh, God. What? I didn't even see this. I didn't even see this live. I genuinely, not even in the edit, I've genuinely only just noticed that. Does someone just try and take us out, maybe? Why is somebody backwards? Oh, no, I think did they have a collision? Look, we've got a little bonus incident. They did have a collision. How has this happened, boys? What's happened here? That's so early. That's so far before the break-in's out. I need to investigate this now, right? Let's go back a bit further. Go over here again. Right, come on, boys. What's happened here? Okay, we're all nice and clean there, look. All taking our line nicely. Then, go to this overlay. And then, I think the Haas just comes over. Oh, no, is he braking? Did he brake check him? It's really hard to see. I really want to just ride on board in real time, but we can't. This is the only way we can go and have a closer look. At the moment, it's still kind of fet, although, actually, there's a little bit of contact going on there, isn't there? It's not entirely clean. Why is there contact here? I mean, you're still 50 metres from the braking point, lads. Why is the Mercedes here? Move over a bit. So I suspect this actually may well be the Mercedes' fault. Again, let's see what we can see from back here. Yeah, he kind of gets spun, doesn't he, I think, by the looks of it. The Haas manages to correct it and stay on track, but the Mercedes does not. And he's just coming at us like a torpedo. And I tell you what, if he was a second or so closer, he may well have smashed into us here because it's hard to get it slowed down on grass. He goes backwards and actually it's not quite the right trajectory in the end. Oh my word, he has ended up side by side with us though, look, going backwards. Does he just put it in reverse there? I think he might have just popped it in reverse there and he's just going, do you know what, let's just get to the line, this will do. Anyway, this is, let's go back to our actual incident, we got distracted from that. And yeah, they just run each other out very wide. The Haas gets pushed out wide. I will say as well, the Haas didn't have a penalty at this point. He gets pushed out wide there, which gives him that penalty. And look, he just floors it on the outside of the track. Does he actually beat us to the line? I didn't realise he was out there. This is why I want us to do this analysis, because there's always more going on. And you realise, oh, he gets kind of squeezed in by the barrier. Does he back off slightly, maybe? Gets squeezed in by the barrier. Is there some contact there? There's bound to be, isn't there? I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. There's not. He just gets lots of penalties. He's quite unlucky there. And that is how close it was in the end. 3 wide across the line at Spa. What a finish that was. And where does that Mercedes finish? Do we get to see him? Does he manage to reverse across the line? I think the replay might end, perhaps. I don't know. It looks like he's more or less given up now. His car's just not appearing. He ends up behind the Haas. Oh, there's another crash back there. Oh, that's just some guy spinning, I think, on the cut. Look. We're just going to go and have a quick goosey gander. I think, yeah, he's all on his own. He's all on his own. Where's the Mercedes, by the way? Damage is still up. He's just stuck in the barrier there. And this Williams does just have a little whoopsie, all on his own. Nobody saw that, though, mate. You're all on your own. Don't worry. Nobody saw it. Let's move on to the next race. Here we go. It is Monaco. I have now enabled simulation damage as well, just to spice it up. But I just wanted to show you what I've been doing to start from the back of the grid. But this time, I had a new idea. I thought, do you know what? If I go backwards, I'll have completed the least distance and I'll get disqualified. Surely I'll actually be at the back of the grid because I keep being kind of 15th or so. So we do it quite nicely. We get disqualified from the session, exactly what we intended. But somehow we end up P5. So if you want to qualify in the top 5 at Monaco, just go backwards on your qualifying lap. But anyway, get underway here. It's not going to be quite the carnage I'd like to have seen at Monaco. Reasonable start there, though. We've got Guppy alongside us on the left-hand side there. We get a better start, though. Get it slowed down as well. Fairly nice. A bit of contact from behind, but we do get it stopped well enough. Up to P4. And, well, that could have been a good race. And we could have analysed something that was going on behind us there. But unfortunately, Twitch XD Donny just decides, I know what, I'm going to take Alex out here. And for some reason, when you don't finish the race, even when you're literally 20 metres from the line, you don't get to save the replay. So no analysis from that one, but let's try it again. Before we try it again, we're going to go back to Monza once again with damage enabled this time. So this should be a bit more spicy. There's lots of cars around us that unfortunately have disconnected because there was a few loading issues. So a few people quit out. The X is our AI controlled. Someone on the grass there for some reason. Surely this is not going to end well. It never does at Monza Turn 1. We actually send it fairly aggressively with 3 wide, get it all slowed down quite nicely. Again, remarkably clean, actually. That was really quite surprising, but no, sure enough, we get what we expected on the exit. Let's see what happened there, and quite unfortunate, I think. Let's have a look. There we go. This was the start once again. So actually, it was fairly clean for them. Yeah, it was. I mean, we are 3 wide. That's dangerous. And even with simulation damage, somehow, everybody makes it through fairly clean. Oh, I mean, I spoke too soon, clearly. Why is this guy over here? Okay. I think he's hit us. He's just outbraked himself. Oh, he actually hasn't hit us. He's just decided to commit to the inside. That pretty much guarantees you a penalty in this game. And so what happens ahead here then? Someone has a spin somewhere. Is it the Alpine all on his own? I think it is, you know. Yep, the Alpine just gets out on the gravel. This Alfa Romeo on the left as well is all over the inside. And has a spin. Just causes a big blockage. But I think there's some room on the right here. We can get through. So I start accelerating. But unfortunately, it was Sanakbot up ahead who just slams on the brakes. And we lose, I think, our entire wing crumbles to pieces because Sanakbot decided to slam on the brakes. And there's actually quite a lot of collisions behind us. The Aston Martin loses his entire wing. Ferrari ends up off the track again. Obviously, the Alpine's still good. In fact, the Alpine puts it in reverse here and just floors it. There's an Alfa Romeo just trundling across the grass with no wing that just overtakes everybody. And, yeah, it's just no wing central. I mean, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see 4 cars with no wing. I'm sure there's more. But anyway, let's fast forward a little bit now to see what else happens with Sanakbot. Here we go then. So Sanocbot once again. So we're thinking, okay, we've got no wing, but also it's Sanocbot. He's probably got some damage. He hit the car as well. So we potentially think about doing it. But then he just breaks so early, even earlier than I would, with an out front wing, as Daniel just proves there, how much data you can break. But Sanocbot launches into Daniel. And then we get a yellow flag infringement for that. Let's see what happened there. Right, so here we go. As I called it live, Sanocbot, we think maybe we'll go up the inside here, but he breaks so damn early, even earlier than we would have done without a wing. And he has got a wing. Daniel just showing that clearly you could break a lot later than that. I mean, he was nowhere near. He was about 20 metres back from us and still manages to absolutely send it and get it all stopped. He's on his apex. He does run a little bit wide, but then Sanocbot just doesn't back out of it. I mean, Sanocbot just decides, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. No worries about this whatsoever. And then unsurprisingly, gets launched by this massive sausage curb here. Completely in the air. Straight into poor Daniel here. I mean, look, his front wheels are still not on the ground. He's not getting that stopped anytime soon. And then, yeah, I mean, pushes him wide. Obviously, they're busy having a crash. I take the corner cleanly. He also almost hits us on the exit. We get away with that. So I guess that kind of be considered an overtake. Feels harsh to get the yellow flag infringement for that. And we do eventually get a penalty. Why is there a McLaren? Where's that McLaren? Where's that McLaren? What happened to him? Okay, he's spinning. Oh, he had a spin like way when we're all the way back here. That McLaren. Come on, that McLaren. He's off in the gravel there. Look how far ahead he is though. And he doesn't recover. We actually get past him, so he's sort of stopped there. Maybe he's been patient waiting for people. Maybe it's AI controlled, and then he has another spin coming back onto the track. So we get past him. Oh dear. Hope that was an AI controlled McLaren driver. But anyway, let's try one more time with some Monaco. Here we go then, the final race of the video, Monaco. Last time, we couldn't do the replay because we didn't finish the race. This time, we need to finish the race in order to get a replay. So, even though we don't quite manage to start at the back, we back right off, completely to the back, keeping as inside as we can, just to make sure we can get the replay. But